think for the fashionista on your list, or if you're trying to figure out, okay, I want a new pair of shoes for the fall and winter, what makes sense? I think, have one of the most well-rounded shows we've had in a while.
I agree. I think we've got everything, you know, from boots to flats to moccasins to sneakers as well.
Really awesome sneakers. If these don't inspire you to go out and just like take a walk around the block, I don't know what will.
And they're just going to make you go fast, aren't they? You know, with these.
Very aerodynamic.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
You might walk 1 millisecond faster with these.
Yeah.
You might. Well, let me take you through your colors. This is the Tourney.
Tourney, yep.
Okay, perfect. We have got whole and half sizes available in this one, by the way, and this is going to be your pink, and this is your pink. We've got 5 through 10 available in this. Then we have your blue teal. This is going to be 6 through 11 medium, whole and half sizes. Next up, we have it for you in the gray leopard, which has hints of purple. That's going to be 5 through 11 medium. And then lastly, I'm sorry, those are
you know
so
you're
major.
Fast in these.
Tan leopard. We've got 5 through medium available as well. And by the way, we are stocked in most of our wide sizes in this. Just visit QVC.com for that as well. But this, I feel like, is such a refresher course on thinking of what you thought the old orthotic sneaker was, and this new revolution thanks to Bionic.
Absolutely right, and you know, it's really great. I mean, these are fun styles to have, and it just adds that beautiful pop of colour, gives you that fashion element to a sneaker, which is so important because, you know, sneakers have now become, you know, just such a part of our everyday wear. And this, the whole athleisure trend, I should say, is really, really popular at the moment. So, and it's just a great way to feel comfortable. With these styles, you're going to feel comfortable but look great as well. And you know, that leopard design is just so cool.
Well, all of the designs, I've been so impressed with what you've done. I threw on the pink and purple combination, and I just wanted to give you a little look-see because I've got on a sweater, I've got leggings, you know, I just came from 2 hours of pajamas, and I love that I can be in the season's neutrals, the gray sweater, the black leggings, and then what a fun little pop that is. What an added bit of personality. But I think for 4 easy payments of $32.49, when you are thinking about purchasing an active shoe, you're going to pay that, but it's not going to have the support built in that Vionic does. It's
not going to have that podiatrist design support, you're right. And even if you take that aside, we'll talk about that in a minute, but this is just a really well constructed sneaker. So you've got the you know, nice and flexible through the forefoot, a really firm supportive heel counter, the EVA midsole as well. So you're getting all these great technical features which just make it on its own a really well supported sneaker, but then you're also getting that podiatrist design technology underneath the foot. And you know, it's amazing that we're here talking about podiatrist design technology and orthotic footwear, but you're looking at that. I mean, it's nice and streamlined. A lot of us will always think of something that's big and clunky and ugly. Almost it's like the shoebox with the laces. You know, that's what orthotic footwear is generally perceived as. But
it's like she's pretty and she's smart too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this is like the full package when it comes to a sneaker.
Exactly right. Yeah. So
Oh, Sheila, you are so silly.
Gotta watch it. She doesn't say much, but my lord, you should. Yeah, when she does, you listen. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, show us the comparison between the Vionic and then your traditional fitness shoe.
Well, this is what's sitting underneath the foot when you're wearing Bionic, and you know, there's a lot of great footwear brands out there that make fantastic midsole technology, but where all the action happens is right underneath the foot. And you can see there that great arch support. If I turn it around that way, there you're going to see those contours there. It's going to support the foot. And think about the shape of the foot. It's got curves, it's got contours, and this footbed is going to support every single one of them. Just by contrast, here's a footbed that we have that you're getting most of the time in your sneakers at home, and you can see there the difference. It's completely flat and not really offering any support underneath the foot whatsoever.
Why you're only comfortable for a couple hours before you're thinking, oh my gosh, my joints, my lower back.
Exactly right. Yeah, and as I said, you know, there's a lot of great brands out there with fantastic midsole technology, but you need that support directly underneath the foot as well.
Absolutely. Well, we've got pink and purple. We have the blue and teal. We have the gray, which you see here, with just a little leopard undertone, purple accents. And then we have the leopard, which again, true fun. Let's head on over to Sheila, because as you take a look at this, You know, a lot of times in my house, I think to myself, oh, I'll just throw on a pair of sneakers, like, because that's better than standing on a hard surface. And that's not always the case.
Not always the case. So you're going to get that additional cushioning. It's going to be softer than standing on a hard surface, but it may not necessarily be aligning the foot because you don't have that podiatrist design technology underneath. And that's what's going to help realign. And let's talk about the knee this time as well, because where the foot goes, the rest of the body's going to follow. So you'll notice here the lines that we've got drawn along Sheila's foot, how crooked that line's running, but you also notice there's a dot on her knee. Now you notice that the line's actually going off in one direction and that dot's actually shooting off in another direction. And the reason being, when that foot's in the overpronated position, that causes the lower leg to internally rotate, which then puts the knee out of its natural alignment. But watch that dot on the knee when I realign Sheila's foot, and now you can see how now everything is beautifully aligned. And Sheila's actually a pretty bad overpronate in the fact that she's good for this demo. So you can see there how nice and straight that line is. But when I take that support away, and now you can see everything just twisting back in again. And imagine the stress and strain that's going to be putting on all of the soft tissues and joints in the foot and the lower leg. When Sheila's taking her 5'8", or Sheila takes about 20,000 steps a day on those hard, flat, unnatural surfaces. But let's slip Sheila into the Tourney, or the Tourney. You like that American accent?
I do.
And then as soon as the foot has gone onto that podiatrist design technology, you've got that beautiful alignment. And I love the fact that it's a really dramatic difference, but it happens straight away. You don't need to wait your 3 or 4 or 5 weeks to really sort of see the difference that Bionic will make for you and that orthotic technology will make.
And here's another look again, just visually, the before and after that's actually happening for a lot of us.
A great rear view, and there's so many people when you start, when you become sort of familiar with what that Orthaheel technology is going to do underneath the foot, you start to, when you walk behind people, you really start to notice how they are overpronating. Yeah.
Excuse me, have you heard of a brand called Vionic?
That's right.
Let me ask you, as we take you through the colors, what kind of activity level
so it's not a running shoe. If you're after a true running shoe, this probably isn't going to be the style for you, only because the EVA compounds will just really compress really quickly. So ideal for any sort of active walking. If you want to do some classes, that's fine. On the elliptical, on the treadmill, and that sort of thing. But if you're after a true running shoe, you're probably going to need something else.
Medium and wide widths, pink and purple, blue and teal. We've got the gray and the tan leopard. 4 easy payments of $32.49. And when you think about the shoes that you're wearing most often in life, it's really nice to know that they've got you covered from every angle and supported for that matter. Hey, coming up in just about 20 minutes, our customer